Hi, my name is Matthew Pereira, and this is the My Kitchen Sprint 4 update video. This sprint, what I worked on was styling the login screen as well as adding Facebook authorization. The Facebook authorization isn't fully functional at the moment. I still need to do some bug fixes, which will go into next sprint, because right now all it does is allows you to make an account for the first time, and then after that doesn't really allow you to do anything. And then the create account screen will look like this. So instead of putting in the access code, this is going to be a free app for everyone to use with your name, email, and password. And as soon as we go into there, I just put a little shortcut for us to go in. So basically, for this app, what I did was uh, I was working on the add item screen, but instead of a screen, I thought we would go with the modal instead. The modal would make it easier as you just type in the item name. So pineapple 100 and then the expiration date. And the modal isn't going to be fully functional until the next sprint where I work on it some more. But that's basically how the modal is going to function. You put it in, and then you're going to pick if it goes in the freezer, fridge, or pantry, and then it'll input it into one of those. So basically, that's how it works. And as you can see, we restyled our app. You can still swipe to delete the the things, but that's how it will work. And then when you click on it, the edit items, so the same apples with the expiration date, and basically on this sprint, I want to make sure that I can get it to handle picking and changing the items. It still isn't fully functional yet. Next sprint, it's going to be 100% functional, but that's basically what I worked on this sprint was the add items and the edit items, and that's what I worked on for this sprint. And now we can go to our commits on GitHub. And so it says the 25th. I committed it at right before midnight, but my GitHub was being dumb, and it didn't put it in until the next day for some reason. It did it at, like, as you can see, 12:09 a.m. I don't know why it did that when I did try to put it in before that, but my GitHub just wasn't working completely, which was being kind of frustrating, but it's okay. I got my code in there. And so then we could go to my merge and we can see what I did. So in the router, we hit the nav bar of the create account screen. Um, that's the JSON file. This right here was the main inventory screen. What I add modal visible. So that's the add modal. And this is all the functions of the add modal right here. And all this right here are all functions of the add modal, as you can see. And then let me go down to the part where it says, and then icon on press set add modal visible. So that's basically how I set up the add modal. And then you can see right here, input, input, input for expiration quantity, and all that good stuff. And then in the screens, this is the new screen. The auth actions, Facebook auth action, Facebook login success, Facebook login fail, and then all the Facebook auth. And then this is our types for the actions, our login form, what we added, what we took away. We took out the spinner because we realized the spinner was causing a bug in the app, or I realized the spinner was causing a bug in the app, so I took it out just because it wasn't really working well. So I didn't want to keep it in there if it just kept throwing bugs at us. Um, so that is all the code that I'm displaying. And then for the next Gantt sprint, what I am working on is one-time authorization. You log in once and you don't have to log in ever again. That is how almost every app works, and I want to make sure to get that running next app. Facebook auth bugs, I want to get Facebook the authorization completely functional so that when you log into Facebook, it logs you in one time, keeps you logged in, and just stays in there. And then the edit slash add item bugs, I want those to be completely functional so that I can edit the items in there and I can add the items in there. I'm also going to be for now putting items into a Firebase until our database is up. um, the sprint after, but that's just so that we can get an idea for how it's going to work with our database. All right, thank you.